And you thought my ideas couldn't get any stupider. Misty, our long-term MR2 project, is finally back on the road, but still far from finished. I mentioned last time there's quite a big pile of parts that still need to go back in, and today I'm going to be focusing on the exhaust heat shields. I'm not just going to be throwing them back in and calling it a day though. The reason I took them out in the first place was because I wanted to clean up some of the rust, give them a nice coat of paint with some high temperature exhaust paint, and then put them back in and just kind of make the engine bay look a bit nicer, a bit more fresh. Right, I've hit a bit of a snag here because I cannot get this back one over those two studs. The problem is I took it all off in the wrong order. You're meant to take that back one off first and then take this top one off, and then getting it back on is the reverse, put the top one on and then put the back one on. The problem is the bolt on this side of the back one is completely rounded and stuck. I couldn't get it out. So instead I just kind of pried it off those two studs so I could remove this one, thinking you can't really see that one too much anyway, so it'll be fine. What I didn't think about was how I was going to get it back on again, and so far I have completely failed. So now I need to like jury rig something to try and pull that back over those studs. Right, I've come up with a solution that I think falls into the it's so stupid it just might work category. I have a vice grip on the shield that I'm trying to pull over those studs, and then attached to the vice grip is a ball joint puller thingy. And if I just kind of tighten this, the theory is it will pull on the vice grip and pull the shield back over the studs. So let's see if that works. Of course, regular viewers will know this isn't the first time I've used the cross brace in a manner like this. I also previously used the cross brace to hold the cams still while I was tightening up the gears for the camshafts. So it's quite a universal part of the car. I mean, it's doing something. I don't know what it's doing, but it's doing something. Probably just damaging my cross brace. I've changed my tactics slightly, so I'm now rocking a larger vice grip and only one jaw on here, but I've got it kind of pressed against where these two cross, so it's all kind of lodged in place a bit. Now I'm hoping that will be enough and it won't slip off, but it's probably going to slip off, let's be honest. And in case you're worried about me damaging my cross brace, it is all going to be cleaned up and repainted anyway, possibly replaced, because I don't like it in this blue. Originally it would have been black and I want to take it back to the nice factory black. It's definitely doing something. Let's have to see if it's doing the right thing. Well, something made a crunchy noise there. Let's hope that's a good crunchy noise. You ever known a good crunchy noise? I think part of the problem is that the vice grip is digging into this heat shield. Already damaging the lovely paint on my heat shields, but that's life, isn't it? Ah, I see now this whole thing is twisting, it's not pulling it at all. Yeah, I'm just peeling the paint off now. Right. Back to the drawing board. I will figure something out. This isn't going to beat me, but it might beat me. Decided to give this one more go. And again, I'm really focusing on trying to pull it over and up because it does seem like it needs to do that. I've got both things on the puller now. Okay, I can see some movement on the shield there. Will that continue? Probably not. Oh, there's some more movement. It's definitely doing something, but I don't think it's doing enough. I think what's actually happening is it's just deforming my cross brace. Not ideal. How close are we to the holes? Okay, no, it is closer to the holes than it was before, and it's pulling in the right direction, so call me stupid, but I'm going to carry on. Oh, I don't think it's moving anymore. I think it's just damaging the cross brace instead. Yeah, and it's pulled it too far over. Right, I need a new plan. And you thought my ideas couldn't get any stupider. Check this one out. So, still rocking the vice grip down there, and I've got this plate attached to it, which actually came from a different like bearing puller type setup. And then I got 2 clamps attached to that, pulling back on the old cross brace because this thing hasn't suffered enough abuse. I'm just going to tighten each one in turn and see what happens. But I will say this, if this doesn't work, I'm giving up, for now at least. Well, off to a very bad start, but I can fix this, we can recover. The problem is keeping both grips in position. I also need to make sure this is twisted a bit so it doesn't interfere with the bar. Kind of like that. And if you could just stay there. Right, let's try the other one first. Right, that one's kind of holding itself. That's a good start. Just got to make sure I don't tighten one or the other too much at any one time. Well, we're doing something. Don't know what it is, but we're doing something. Let's keep doing it. Well, that definitely pulled something. Oh, no, come back. You can do this. Don't let go. Fuck. If this works as a technique, I want it named after me. I may already have a name, but I want it renamed. Call it 2 clamps, 1 idiot. It's just not good. I feel like this clamp is the problem. Have I got another one that would maybe work better? Maybe something like this. So, you know, this one can just kind of be more of a holder and I can tighten it as we go, whereas the other one can be more for actual torque power. To be fair, this one can put some power in. Okay, maybe I should use both of the quick grips. Right, now who's stupid? I think we're running out of power in the quick grips, but it is moving. I feel like something's going to break, and it's probably the plastic. In fact, it's almost definitely the plastic, isn't it? Just try and give that a little tap. Okay, that's shifted a little bit. And it's actually quite nicely in line now. Can I just pull it a bit more? Oh, it's so close, it really is. More vices, so that is probably the answer. A man with many vices. Make of that what you will. Come on, catch. It's not catching, is it? No, I need a real one. Sorry if my arm's in the way. I'll tell you if anything interesting happens. I'm not saying it's going to work, but it might work. Hey, the problem is it's just pulling it over rather than up. It's time to call it. Well, that was a little bit of a failure. My next plan is to actually have to weld a new nut onto the bolt that's rounded and try and get it out so I can remove that lower shield and put it back on properly the way I should have done to begin with. I'm not going to do that now because in a couple of days Misty's going to her first car show. By the time this video comes out, that will have already happened, but I'll put like a community post in case some of you are in the area and want to come say hi. It's going to be Braunton Wheels in North Devon. I don't know why I'm saying that because, as I just said, it's already happened. It was Braunton Wheels in North Devon. As always, thank you so much to our Patreons and channel members who you can see here, And if you do want to help support the channel, there's links down below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, helps the algorithm know. Consider subscribing if you want to see what we do next. And if you're new to Misty and whole project, we've got a whole playlist of like 60 odd videos. So that'll be here or here, I forget which side it goes on. Thanks for watching.